Hello and welcome back to Talk and Tea with Yeye, bringing you all the real talk and all that real tea. Thank you for joining us again. We are back, and I told you every single time we are bringing you bigger and better guests. I am so happy with the guest I have today because she's returned. She's returned. It's been what, 2 years?
I think so.
I think it's been 2 years since I last saw this girl, and we had an amazing chat back then. And she has done so much in all that time that I was like, I need to get her back on my show and we need to revisit. And we're going to revisit everything that's been going on in that time. Her name is Mz Milano.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Life has been lifing, but
yes.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You know, just been working on new stuff, new music.
You've been working.
Same old.
You've really been working. I feel like I've been seeing you. You're someone I really follow on social media, and I'm always like looking at all you're doing. And I'm like, yes, girl, you're doing it. You're really doing it. So talk a bit about who you are. So for people who don't know you, don't know Mz Milano, don't know her music, how would you sum yourself up as an artist?
Versatile. My name is Milano. I'm versatile. I've got quite a few songs out. I've got like R&B songs, Afrobeat songs. Now got an Amapiano song, most recent release.
Little sprinkle of Amapiano.
Yes. And yeah, I'm just very creative. So I'm always, looking for the next best, thing. And I'm always basically just... creating, like, in looking for inspiration, that kind of thing.
You're definitely a very creative person. Yeah. Like, I can see that everything you do, like, you're putting your all into it and you're creating it from scratch.
Yeah.
And I think that's something I really love about you. So you said that you've done R&B, you've done Afrobeats, Amapiano.
Yeah.
How do you stay versatile? Do you kind of is it just natural for you, or like you just like all those genres? Because I know a lot of your inspirations are like Aaliyah and Tem. So obviously that's, you got the R&B, you got the Afrobeats.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you channel all of those?
To be honest, I just go with the flow. Like I go with the vibe. So to be honest, I have like two processes. So like one is where like I kind of listen to something, or I listen to a producer, shout out to all the producers I've worked with, like their
shout
beats,
out to them.
And I'll just kind of go through and I'll just listen and be like, yeah, like this is a vibe. And then it just, all the lyrics starts pouring out. And I don't waste time, I kind of just get my phone out. That always starts with the phone. For me, the phone and the voice notes, the voice memos,
Them voice memos. I'm sure yours is just like...
Yeah, there's loads. Oh my gosh. And I love the fact that I can go back and like listen to stuff that I maybe wrote like 2-3 years ago. Like just quickly just spilled out maybe like 4 or 5 lines. Because that's where I'm getting to. Like the next process is like, for me, I'll just spill out 4 or 5 lines, and then I'll maybe listen to something and I'll be like, oh, this goes with this, and I'll just match it together. Because I just really like writing. So it comes naturally. Like sometimes you're just literally just there and the melody just comes to your head and you just feel like, oh, let me write it down, and come back to it. And then there's always a time when, you might end up going back to it and being like, oh, this matches with this, The more you write, the more you can kind of like, you can have a catalogue of like things to play around with. That's what I find as a songwriter.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't make music, like I make music, and if I like it, I know it's gonna jam,
That's good.
Yeah.
You're not making it for anyone else other than yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, as long as I like it, then other people are gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like, I'm mostly like, I'll build something like, okay, I want to make an Amapiano song and go off that basis, but it's not like, oh, I want to make a song like that, or it's just more like a genre maybe. Like when I kind of transitioned from R&B to Afrobeats, that was just so random. Like I just literally decided I wanted to make an Afrobeat song. And
how long ago was that? How long ago did you kind of do that transition?
That was so like I started with R&B, let's say like 2018. I released Silhouette. I had like 4-track EP with OTL, Consistent, Say Yes. That was really like R&B, and then I just felt like this inspiration to do Afrobeats around 2020.
Okay.
I think, well, it was around 2019, 2020, and I was like, oh, I want to try and see. So I was listening around, you know, I was just getting like a vibe. And then, you know, I kind of wrote some lyrics, but then put it away, like what I was just saying. And then I met this producer, and he's in Ghana. So then that's when I wrote Elevate. Because when I went out there, we went to the studio. I went into their studio. I just didn't know anyone. I just went there and I was networking and, you know, went to the studio. And, you know, we came up with Elevate, and then there's these two artists, Mawuko and Evidence, and they just basically featured on the song.
Nice.
So I was like...
So you literally just there, you were like, hey guys.
Yeah, hey, like, hi, I'm Mz Milano. I want to
make
make an Afrobeat song. I'm here to make, like, I want to make an Afrobeat song. And then the reception was really good. You know, it's always an experiment, like, you know... Like it did well stream wise, do you know what I mean, as well. That's how I was like, okay, well, I need to do Afrobeats then.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Got the reception and you were like, okay, this is actually
this is it,
your avenue. Sometimes you need to find that, you need to figure out your lane, and then sometimes it will just click and you'll be like, but it's good that you're also still doing other genres. You weren't just kind of like, I'm gonna stick to this. But obviously you're Ghanaian and also Italian, right? So you've got that heritage as well. Yeah. So does it just feel natural, like, to do a little bit of Afrobeats? It really does.
It feels so natural. Like, it's actually crazy that I wasn't doing Afrobeats from the start.
Yeah.
Because I speak Ga, I speak Tree. So when I'm out, like, I feel like it's home. And when I hear the beats now, before I would kind of not struggle, but it was struggling. That transition was a little bit of a challenge. It was like, oh, is it working? Is it not working?
Yeah, it's such a different vibe.
Am I, you know? But I was like, you know what? Just write it. Just write something, like, you know, just write and over this beat. And that's why I love, like, the fact that now it's coming so naturally to me. It never started like that. You know, it started off me not knowing the realm I'm going into, but now it's like, it's just it's like a magnet, like it's with me, you know. Literally. That's good that you stuck through it, and now it's just like, it's just you. It's just Mz Milano. It's crazy because it's like now I'm writing in Ga, writing, like, when I write, I'm putting in the you know, and for me, that was, I've always wanted to do that, because I'm like, you know, like with like the Nigerian music scene, yeah, I feel like, you know, you get Whiskey, he speaks Ga, like, he speaks our language sometimes, so why can't we speak their language? Or, like, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like, we need to hear more Ga in our music, like more of our language, you know. So it's like sometimes you'll listen to an Afrobeat song, you don't even know what he's saying or they're saying, she's saying, but it vibes with you, resonates with you. You could not speak any of the languages and you'll just be like vibing, as if, you know, you'll be singing all the wrong words, but it's just like a vibe. Exactly. And that's what I felt, that's the beauty of Afrobeats, you know, because, like, you don't understand the song, but, you know, like, even not just Afrobeat, sometimes I'll listen to like a reggaeton song or something, and I'll be like, this sounds so vibesy. I love a bit of reggaeton, you know, like, or like Kizomba or anything, like what Kizomba is kind of Afrobeats, you know. But I've started exploring more, like, deeper into, like, the Afrobeat, where it comes from, like the whole thing. It's not just me just doing Afrobeats. Like, now I want to know about the culture. I want to know about, you know, like where this all stems from, you know. Okay, we know about Fela Kuti, like, and all of this, diving into the whole history scene behind Afrobeats, and it actually helps you as an artist. You know, it's like an actor. You know, when an actor's preparing for a role, they have to dive into... Do your research. You have to do your research. It's the same with music. You have to do your research. You have to know, like, what genre you're in, what you're getting yourself into, you know, that kind of thing. I really love that you do that, because I feel like a lot of artists don't. And a lot of people jump on the Afrobeats wave because it's popular now. So they'll be like, yeah, I'm just going to do Afrobeats song. They don't know anything about the culture or the history. And so I think that the fact that you've actually taken the time to do that is why you're going to succeed in the industry, because you actually are embracing it and you're part of it. Amen to that. Amen to that. So now I know you're doing a little bit of Amapiano as well. Your song Show Them. Yeah. So would you describe it as an Amapiano track? Definitely.
Yeah.
Afrobeat, Amapiano. Yeah.
Okay, because how did that come back? So I don't think I've heard you do an Amapiano song. Have you done one before?
No, I haven't.
This is your
my
first one.
time.
Okay.
Once again, you know, Dora the Explorer.
You're like, let me make my way down to the south
chat.
and do a little bit of that.
She has entered the chat. But yes, I felt like, once again, I wanted to do an Amapiano song. And, you know, people around me were saying you should, you know, kind of dive into that market. So when I was at uni, I kind of had this like project, like, because I was studying production. So obviously.
And you graduate?
I graduated. We got that degree.
She got her degree, honey. She got her degree.
Don't play with it. I honestly feel like, so when I was studying and we had to do like this like body of work, like this kind of like an EP with like at least six tracks on it. So I decided I would go, I don't know, when I started producing beats, I started making house beats. I don't know why.
Really?
But I love house though. I actually love house. So it's like,
house is a vibe. I like deep house though.
That's what I'm saying.
Funky house.
Amapiano is like a branch from house music.
Yeah.
You know, so like I made the house music, I made these beats and I was like, whoa, oh my gosh, like, girl, like you got this. So I was like, you know what, I'm actually gonna do like an Amapiano beat and like spit over it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like right over it. I wanted to make my own beat and release it as my own beat and my own thing. Yes. But I was like, you know what? Cool. I did it. And it sounded really good. Everyone's saying, release it. You know, this deserves its own release. This particular track, show them.
Okay. Right. So that was the one that you made when you were at uni.
Yeah. So I made this. I wrote this song. I wrote this like in like 2020, like end of 2021, 2022. Okay. And then I obviously shelved it. And then I said, oh, actually, you know, I got connected with this Nigerian producer called Official Trouble. And shout out to him. He obviously had this real body of work, you know, like me and my little 6 beats, not forget. You know what I mean? This guy had like, you know, he had so many beats. He was like, listen, tell me which one you like, kind of thing. And I listened to it. I listened to all of them. And this one on Show Them right now. I started spitting to it, like just spitting the lyrics that I had already written, you know? And I was like, yeah, this and this go together. They marry very well. Let me forget my beat, you know, I'll use that for something else. Yeah,
you can still be used for sure.
But we need this beat, you know, right now.
Okay, so the beat's made by Official Trouble.
Yes.
Okay, shout out to Official Trouble.
Yes, he's Nigerian, and like I also wanted to collab with more Nigerian artists as well. Anyway, and producers and everything. So it's definitely, for me, that was like, yeah, you know. So the beat, and he's been really like helping me with the promo as well. So shout out to him, like big love to him for that. So then I decided, I didn't know I was going to shoot a video, nothing. I just thought, you know what? I didn't even know I was like, you know, going to go out there, shoot a video. I just went out there.
So you shot in Ghana?
Yeah.
Nice.
And obviously shot with Mr. I, because he's the one that shot No Better Love for me last year. Okay. So just, you know, he's really good as well, you know, so yeah.
So the video is out.
Yeah, it's out now.
Yeah.
And it's basically, you know, it's such a vibe. It's full of energy. Like the energy is unmatched. Do you know what I mean? It's just energetic. And
okay.
Like,
are we gonna see some dancing?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Even me myself, I had to go for rehearsals. Like,
it's like actual choreo.
Oh yeah. There's actually like they made like a little challenge. Everything. It was beautiful.
I love that. Yeah. I love choreo. You know what? I really feel like people need to dance more in their videos. So many people just do a little like, I don't know, 2-step. But I'm like, I need choreography.
If you're like an artist like me, who's just like, I want to be a performer. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm a performer. I feel like I said to myself, if you can do this, that was last year when I was shooting No Better Love and I had to go for rehearsals and everything. And I was like, I had 3 days to learn the dance. And I was just like, if you can do this, you're in. You know?
Okay.
You're going to do this and you're going to continue to do this, you know?
She said, I'm going to continue.
Consistency, you know?
Yeah.
So I said, okay, well, I can dance. So let me go. And
have you got dance training or you just natural?
No,
natural rhythm.
No, I've always been into dance, like from, you know, in young, but I never felt like I was the greatest dancer. But like, no, like that's incorrect. No, void, you know, we can dance out here and you know, we can shake a leg. I was shaking my nyash, everything, you know.
Yes. Oh, okay.
I was just like, yeah, you know what? Let me just do a little cute kick, you know. And
so there's a dance challenge for it as well.
There's a dance challenge. This time there's a few dancers, they did their own little thing to it, little freestyle, and then I chose one as the actual like choreography, like the main dance for the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I mean, it's out, so everyone make sure you go check out the video. Show them out on YouTube. Period. I love that. Elevation. We need more videos, more everything.
Yes.
Show them.
Need to show them.
You gotta show them.
Show them.
Facts. Okay, so that is out.
Mm-hmm.
So then what's next? What kind of genre are we thinking next? Like next song? Or also, are you thinking of this being on a body of work? Is it going to be on like an EP?
To be honest, I've got 2 EPs already. So what Silhouette and Freedom EP, who I worked with Sabre Productions on. But that one, those 2 EPs, I feel like I'm ready for an album or something, like, you know, but it takes a lot of, you know, time away. And that's the part where it's like, oh, like, do I take all this time away?
Do you need to create the album?
Yeah, because you're gonna need to take like a few months, you know, to write stuff or.
So you don't want to be away and not have
rushed.
stuff out. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I have stuff out, so it's like that's why I could do it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like if I am gonna go away and do something, it's gonna have to be big. You know, like I'm gonna have to come back with. Do you know what I mean?
You gotta come back and blow people away.
Like, it's gonna have to be that. Like, literally.
Also, people nowadays, I don't feel like they listen as much to albums. I'm still definitely an album girl. I need people to be putting out albums, but I feel like this is why people are putting out singles and stuff, because it's like people's attention spans are so short now that it's just like you can really just put out singles. But I feel like having a nice body of work is still something I think a lot of artists should like aspire to.
100%. I felt like when I heard Beyonce saying it, like she was like, you know, artists don't go away and do the work, like just do a body of work. And she's like the queen of that. Like she'll go away and come out with the you know what I mean? I don't even know what to say.
And
the most
tracks,
bombastic
like
album, bombastic visuals, bombastic everything.
Bombastic,
you know,
everything.
So that's why I'm like, wow, okay. You know, maybe I should try that, you know what I mean, and see, because if I'm doing this single by single, imagine what I could do.
Exactly.
You know, if I went away and did a body of work.
I feel like, I think we need to all push Milano. Everyone flood her comments and be like, album. And then...
Yeah, because I'm representing, you know, I'm representing for
You're
UK,
doing it.
Italy, Ghana.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, you're representing so many different people. Yeah. And I feel like so many people, different people can relate to you from all your different sides.
Yes, cool.
So I would love to see that. I would love to see an album, because I feel like also you would probably do such a different mix of genres on one album, which I actually love.
Yeah, like, why not, you know?
Mix it all up.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why
I feel like if you have the talent and you have the diversity, why not do it on an album? And don't just do like a pure R&B or pure Amapiano, like do everything and show who Mz Milano is in like all aspects. I'm just here. I'm just trying to be your number one fan. That's what I'm saying, basically.
I wanna do like, I wanna do something like that, definitely. And I feel like, you know, why not? You know?
Yeah.
Why not?
I think I can't wait. And obviously you have your own label.
Yeah.
What is the label called?
So Sound Records.
Okay. And you, at the moment, you're just the only artist? You have yourself?
I'm the only artist at the moment, you know.
Well, that's good. You can focus on yourself.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just part of the process, you know, because at the moment, you know, I don't have any artists just yet, because, you know, I need to kind of get to where I'm getting to, and then, you know, but like I'm definitely like interested in other artists and working with them for now, you know, and working with producers, working with creatives in general, you know, that's what I'm about right now. Photographers, every kind of creative realm, you know.
Yeah, build a little like collective.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do right now. So we're doing all of that. We're networking so that when I do get an artist, you know, it's not just gonna be play business. We're gonna connect you and we're gonna help you, you know. We're not
serious
one of those labels that, you know, just wanna just ponce off, because I'm very inspired by people like Damon Dash and like, you know, people that they you know, they kind of want their artists to excel. They don't want their artists to fail, you know.
And they're not just about making money, it's like actually investing
in these
people.
But right now, you know, me myself, I need to, you know, like I said, get there. And, you know, we're building slowly. The empire is there, you know, we can always go back to it. So it's all legit and everything, you know. So I use my expertise on myself at the moment, you know, what I do for myself, that will definitely resonate on, you know, into the company policies eventually, you know, that kind of thing. But right now, you know, we're just doing it, running the business solely, you know.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, I don't know anyone that has their own label, like any women that are doing that right now. Like, I feel like so many people, even if you are independent, it's like to be like, okay, I have my own label and I can actually like have all these people come to me. I think that's such a inspiring thing to do. And then also it gives you like complete creativity to be able to, like, if I want to drop an album, I can do it and I have all the resources and everything to make that happen for myself.
Yeah, I mean, I like to the
anybody.
Thing is, yeah, that's the thing. It's like I can't imagine what it feels like not to have a little bit of creative freedom. Like, even when you get signed, your label should allow you to still be you know, like kind of not like kind of try and change you or, you know, that kind of thing. You know, you get a lot. That's why a lot of these Afrobeats artists are excelling, because they are being allowed to be themselves, you know, and they are not being like, you know, change. They might help with the marketing side of things and stuff, but they're letting them be you know, your style, your swag, just bring it to the mic, you know. That's the ideal kind of deal I would want as an artist, you know. If someone does, like, a label approaches me and say, oh, we want to sign you, I say, yeah, you know, I would love to sign, but am I going to have this creative freedom?
Yeah.
And if you don't, it's like you're being suppressed as an artist, you know. You're being like, you know, you can't be, you know, it's just, you can't have that creative freedom, and that's just the worst feeling, you know.
And if they try and mold you and try and
or shelf you, you know, if a label signs you and then they shelf you,
and then what time? I mean, time is everything as well. Like, time is gone,
you know.
Yeah, I really feel for artists that get signed and then they're with a label for like years and then nothing even comes out.
Can't release
got, like,
any
5-6
music,
years,
can't do anything.
Yeah,
you know,
hear so many horror stories.
I've done I know all of them. So I'm just like, no, you know, that is, so I have my labels in my head that I want to sign to.
Okay.
You know, but I'm not going to say them, but I have them,
Are you manifesting?
You know? Yeah, I have them in my head, and I know because I've done my research, and I know that they're the ones that, you know, I feel like they would kind of carry me, like, you know.
Okay, can I just, are they UK based?
Some of them, like, well, one of them is kind of international, like like it's like basically worldwide.
Okay,
I was about to say universal, but it's not universal. It's worldwide. It's a worldwide label.
Okay,
you know, but I'm not. You know, I'm just, they're labels. You know, specific labels. So, and you know, with labels as well, there's always like there's 3 major labels, and then there's the ones that are like branched down,
subsidiaries.
You know, so, yeah. So it's kind of pretty much. You know, it's gonna be like a worldwide one. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's for me. I love writing and stuff, but I still want to work with like other songwriters as well. You know, I don't want to just have all the control. Yeah, like, you know, I mean, because
even you produce yourself, but you still work with producers.
Oh, so yeah, for like, sure.
You're not trying to just do everything.
Yeah, because sometimes you know, working with producers, like I might write maybe like a portion of the song, and then they would come and say, oh, you know, maybe you should change this, or you should change this lyrics, or you should add this word, use this word instead of this word, you know, like, or sometimes we even write together, you know, if they're a really good producer, like we can write together.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so you're open. Is there anyone like a songwriter or producer that you would love to work with? Can be from anywhere in the world.
I definitely want to work with this producer called Fly Drop Beats. He's from the UK. I want to work with a lot of producers out in Africa. I've got DJ XL as one of them. I've already worked with Two Shoes, which is one of them. I've definitely wanted to work with like Jules, like, you know, there's quite a few on the list. Producer wise, you know, there's like songwriter wise, let's say Miller, you know, he's with Maven, he writes for like, you know, them and stuff. So there's
you got your little list.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Well, make sure whoever's watching this hit out Milano, because she wants to work.
Yes.
So do you think it's easier to put out music in the UK or in Ghana or Africa? Like, how have you found it different?
To be honest, I feel like the reception has been so much more warming in like Ghana.
Really?
You know? And it is easier because, I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure why, but they've made it so difficult here. But over there, it's like, you know, if you make good music, you make good music.
And that's it.
If definitely, like, you know, if you're kind of like, you show them that you're consistent with it, I feel like you do well, you know, because there's a lot of artists that make not so great music, I feel, and they do well, you know.
There's a lot.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just a matter of marketing and how you put yourself out there, and also how consistent you are, you know. I
think also being a black artist in the UK, I mean, I think it's getting better, but it's still, you know, especially as a black female artist, I think it's still so difficult to market yourself in the
really
UK.
It is, and you have to really, like, you know, kind of just keep pushing, you know, until you get what you want, you know. And you have to have your limits, your standards, you know, where you want to be, you know. And you'll get there, you know. Eventually, it's gonna be harder, but you will get there, you know.
You're gonna have to work
when you do get there, harder. When you do get there, you will get a lot more respect, because people have admired the fact that you have managed to do it with all the trials and tribulations. Yeah, you know. So
no, that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
That's why we're just strong. We're just built like that. We're just solid like that. So it's fine. You know, I accept the challenge. You know.
Yeah, you said challenge accepted, because I'm a win regardless. Yeah, regardless. But what do you think? I mean, obviously AI. Yeah, AI. Let's talk about AI, because we are in a time and place where AI in music is insane. Yeah. Like the things that you are hearing, the things that are being put out, what is your take on it?
Yeah, it's an insult to artists that write and do write, you know, pour their art into a piece of paper, you know, like when they're writing something, even if it's, you don't just have to be an artist, you know, to be insulted by this AI. Honestly, you can be, I don't know, a scheduler, like an event planner, like, you know, now there's AI event planning, there's all sorts, and it's just gonna get to the point where, like, it's ridiculous, because, like, they really say, okay, like, you know, this stuff's not gonna push out the human race, like the human generation. But if you look at it from hindsight, you can see that it really is going to do that, because why would they want to hire a human that's going to call off sick and do all these things, when really and truly this robot's just going to commit and, you know, submit to every order it's given, you know. It's been built that way. 100%. And that's the thing, like, I feel like with the music, it's just so offensive. Like, it's just, I don't even know how to put it into words. It's so annoying. Yeah. It's like, I feel like, how dare you, like, build this thing that can make music, like, and songwriting, and then even like with vocals as well,
mimicking people's vocals. It's scary. It's scary how
it's like
how that can happen.
Well, then what is this world really coming to? Because how are we going to be able to be creative?
Yeah,
you know, because then you're killing creativity.
Yeah,
you know, because now people like me who sit down and write songs or get inspired by things, you know, now you've got this robot
that can just
writing it.
I think there's no positives in terms of music and AI. Like, no matter what people say, I just feel like there's only negatives, and it's only gonna harm musicians and artists like yourself. And
honestly, at first I thought, is this really real? Like, I mean, I knew, because I read this book called The Physics of the Future. I forgot the author's name, but it's called The Physics of the Future. And I read this book in like 2017, sometime way back. And well, no, even before that. And I felt like when I read the book, it was telling us that the book was basically saying how, you know, we're going to have like, that time we didn't really have like Oyster cards and all this stuff. Now we have like all these advanced things. Those are slowly going to develop into a chip, you know, like the smartphone. You got the smartphone, and then that's going to develop into a SIM card going inside your skin or something like this. They're getting you used. They're probing us for everything, you know. So it's like, let me not say too much, but like it's all planned and all probed and prepped, and this is where I feel like AI is going to get out of hand. Like even I saw Jim Carrey talk about it. He was like, you know, AI is going to get so out of hand. Watch the AI robot, the police and stuff. Like, you know, they will just come to your door and take you to the police station.
The only way it's going to stop, we have to make a stand.
Literally, that's how out of hand it's going to get eventually, you know.
It's so wild, and the only way to stop it is everyone from every industry has to like make a stand against it. Like, I think it's already... Well, you think it's too late?
There. Yeah, because I've seen, I don't know if you scroll on Instagram what you see, but I see like, you know, them, you know, like I follow this channel called Wealth, and they always show them communicating with robots, you know, and the robot, they're asking, the robot, are you gonna, you know, basically diminish the human race kind of thing? Why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me that? No, and because they've been programmed to say whatever they're supposed to say. Obviously, they know people are going to ask them these questions, you know. Yeah. So like, it's just like, you know, and then soon we're going to have like, you know how we have like projectors, like when an artist like passed away, they'll project the artist like on stage. Oh,
like a hologram.
Yeah, the hologram thing. When I saw that, I said, oh well, you know. We're going into a whole new world now, like literally, because you know, now we're gonna have like robots. It might not even be the person you see on. You never know. That's why I feel like it's just gonna get out of hand.
No, it's just scary.
Musically, I just feel like leave it alone. Like, you know, it's not by force.
It's not
like,
by force.
Go and do something else. Like, do you know what I mean? If you're not, you know, like, you know, it's just like if your voice it sounds like a robot. Then
when I started seeing the AIs of like I think it was especially people, they keep on doing Drake or like certain artists singing other artists' songs, and especially artists that have passed away. I thought it was actually really disrespectful to have like Notorious B.I.G. singing like so Ice Spice or something, and it's like, come on. But it's also scary how they can manipulate it like so perfectly. But then it's gonna just stop artists actually like.
Artists, actors, like everyone, insane. You know, they're gonna choose to hire like this AI actor, you know, to do a film. Like it. I mean, I don't know about that, because I guess that could only go so far as well, because like animation.
That's what you think.
You know, maybe animation, but I'm thinking like real life films.
No, but. The way that technology is advancing so fast, it's scary. So it's like everyone's going to be out of work.
But we need the real acting. We don't want a robot.
But you know what? We're going to get to the point where you're seeing a robot on the screen and it looks like a real person.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
We'll never know. We'll never know. But
wonder shall never end. That's all I shall
say. Cut that out. Okay, so the last part of our interview, we know you have to do the talk of the day. We have a little section where we talk about a specific topic that has been bugging me, or also a nice little highlight. But I want to talk about Carnival, which is around the corner. Have you been to Carnival first of all?
Yeah, I've been to Carnival like once.
One time in your life.
Yeah.
How was your experience?
I mean, I'm not like my personal like opinion of like spaces with loads of people. It's just a no from me.
Bad vibe.
Yeah, I don't like it. That's but that's my thing though. Other people might like to be in the crowd, you know. I don't fancy it, you know. I don't fancy it. And
not even if you go to like a certain section, just stay there. You're still like, it's too much.
Maybe where the jerk chicken is. I'll be where the jerk chicken is. The guy's grilling the jerk chicken.
Oh,
you
God.
know? But my mouth is watering talking about it.
Same. I'm like, let's not talk about food right now. We're hungry.
Seriously.
We're hungry.
So yeah, no, I feel like I would go to a carnival like in Trinidad or like
the real one.
The real carnival, you know. These carnivals, I don't know, they're a bit diluted and it's just full of activities. Let me not just talk about like, you know, so it's like,
a lot. And I think this year, I went last year and I said, that's it, I'm never going again. I was like, come down.
How was it last year though?
It was a lot. Obviously it was the first one in I think 2 years. Obviously there wasn't one in 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of people. It was very intense.
Yeah.
I only went on Sunday even, so not even on the Monday. And I was like, I've been carnival since I was little every year. And I was like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I was like, this is a little bit too much for me.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not.
This year, I'm only going to go if I go on the float. Otherwise, I'm not going.
That is what I said. If I'm on a float, I would happily go.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't think I'd want to be in the crowd. I'm just not a crowd person anyway.
Not a crowd gal.
You know, no.
Not a crowd gal.
No.
So you're saying to Carnival... Like, what about the youngsters? So they still go like, if you're like an 18-year-old?
I'm not gonna say anything because you know how Carnival can get. So I'm just gonna say,
crazy.
You know, like if you want to like. If you're like, you know, some people they go Carnival like literally you have like the soca, the people that love like they just go there for the right reason, you know, and then you have the people that go there for the wrong reason. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who should go. Nothing. No. I'm just gonna say, you know,
whoever,
if you like,
but just be careful. Everyone, be careful.
Just
be
like
safe.
be really careful when you go, and that's my advice. You know, and have a good time. Eat some good food.
Eat some good food. Hopefully the weather is not a mess. Like the weather's awful. Like where is the summer? Rain. Honestly, same. When I came back from Miami, I was like, Where's the sun? Where's the sun at? I was like, okay. So
because last year when I came back, it was so hot.
I feel like last summer was good. It was like a decent summer. We kind of got a good
the heat was giving. I was like, okay, UK. I remember seeing like people outside on their doorsteps. Like,
it's like, where is that?
No top on.
Where is that?
Apparently it's coming in August. That's what they say.
Apparently. I'm like, well, I'll believe it when I see it. When I open my door and the sun is shining, I'll believe it. Other than that, I don't believe a word they say.
Bring the sun back from Ghana.
I don't believe a word. Yeah. Okay, so that was the talk of the day is Carnival. Just whoever goes to Carnival, stay safe. If you are at the point like me where you're over it, just stay at home. Stay in your bed. I think I might just stay at home. Maybe I'll live stream some soca.
Yeah, usually I'll do something like that.
Or like small events. They have like the smaller events around Carnival. Something more relaxing.
More relaxing. More calm.
I can't do it anymore. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you have to clock off.
Yeah.
Like my time is done.
Yeah, you know, you just have to know when it's your time.
Yeah,
like,
my time is over. I enjoyed.
I do want to go to a good carnival though, but I'm not. I'm opting
in like
for
Trini,
St. Lucia or Trini somewhere like, you know, somewhere
out of this country.
Tropical, yes.
Yes, not in Hill Streets.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No offense, but no thank you.
Yeah, no offense to anyone. No offense. Well, Well, Mz Milano, thank you so
yay.
much for coming.
Thanks for
It's
having
been
me.
lovely talking to you.
It really has. I could go on for ages.
I know. We could be here for another like 5 hours.
talking the tea.
Yeah, talking the tea up always. But plug yourself, plug your socials. Where can everyone find you?
Okay, so it's Mz Milano. That's MZ Milano, like the city, on all socials: TikTok, Instagram, Shazam, everywhere. Okay, and I have my new song right now called Show Them, which is out now on all digital platforms. Also, the visuals is out now, so make sure you go and check it out. Check it out. I just forgot that we're on camera. Make sure you go and check it out.
Yeah, look him in the eyes.
Because yeah, it's a vibe. If you love Amapiano, you're gonna love this. Milano piano to the world.
Woo! Oh, I like that.
Yes.
That needs to be like your tagline.
Oh yeah, it is. It's on my Insta bio.
Okay,
I've
I love
hashtagged
that.
it already. I'm gonna trademark it and everything.
I love
Can't take
that.
one. Milano
I love
piano.
Milano piano. It's gonna be a vibe. All summer, Milano piano. We're gonna be rocking it.
We're running up. Show them.
Always show them, show them, and make sure you stay tuned for her because she's gonna have more things coming out. We're gonna have an album very, very soon. No, I'm joking.
No, we are. Let's not joke. Let's talk about
we're
it.
putting it out. We're putting it out there to the world. The album is gonna come. It's coming very, very soon. Well, that has been Talking Tea with Yeye. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to all our tea. And let's do a little cheers. Cheers to us. Talking Tea, honey. And we will be back next time with another new guest. Peace out.
So if you wanna get some tea, come and have a talk with me. Here is where it's gonna be. It's Talking Tea with me.